Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot and time.
Hello guys and welcome to race 18 of the season of the NNSCRA Spectrum Cup Series here at Pocono. For the first time ever in its series history, we're heading over to the Tricky Triangle. So we'll see how everything goes. Let's get on down to your starting lineup. On the pole, we have Seth Cole. Next to him, Lane Sanders. Third, Cole Deaver. Fourth, Zach Winkle. Fifth, Sky Commons. Sixth, Quinn Moore. 7th, Anthony Lopez. 8th, Zachary Fitzwater. 9th, JT Bryan. William top 10, William Brock. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th to 12th on back here at the Tricky Triangle. And of course, when as of this recording next week, big stuff going on by the final two races of the year, where Thursday it'll be at Kansas, and then Saturday will be at the finale at Zenjoltis, where anything could really go. So keep an eye on your championship battle coming on by here. On the final row, we have DJ Curtis and Rob Evans. So, of course, you notice I'm kind of at the pause because I went a little too much on the where I normally go to set up this stuff. So, yeah. Points coming into this after race 17. Give me a second on the yard. Because, as of this recording, it is kind of a little bit early. But, anyways, Kyle Matthews has the points lead by 22 points over Diego Yepes, 23 over Zach Flickinger. Phil Parker, 4th in the points. DJ Curtis, 5th in the points. Dylan Young, 6th in the points. Stephen Colon, 7th in points. Jonathan Zorlin, 8th in the points. Charles Sanford, 9th. And completing the top 10, Johnny Gardner, who is a grand total of 60 back. And then some other notables to keep an eye on because it's really, really close. Levi McIntyre, Anthony Lopez, 61 back there. And then just to make sure to talk about the rest of the top 20, James Qualls, Jessica Shelton, Chris Dollarton, Lane Sanders, Derek Hamill with his good run jumped up 8 spots. Nick Breeding, Vince Freeze, and James Elsick completing the top 20. Sky Commons jumped up 8 spots. Daniel Bouchard jumped up 6 spots rather. Yeah, that's all in the gaining there. Everyone else either gaining very little or losing quite a number. So right now, dead last in the points, still Quentin Moore. Him and Austin LaPlante, they have not had the season to remember. Everyone else still kind of right around the decent area, but we'll see what happens. The Tricky Triangle is going to really be interesting there with Seth Cole actually getting a good qualifying spot on the pole, and we'll see what it is right there. So Kyle Matthews will be the one to keep an eye for today's race because we will see what happens. Let's get the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Trouble spot for today will definitely be turn 2. Coming off this area, mainly keep an eye on turn 2 coming around into this area as you can see. So we shall see what happens here at the Tricky Triangle. So there's the pace car going to make a dive down to pit road right about now. It is a multi-lane groove track. Outside line can work in certain areas, and inside line can work on certain areas. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we're underway at Pocono. Well, Sky Commons being aggressive right there, going 3 wide for 3rd place, and then immediately losing it because he realizes that's an inside line trying to do that move, and it ain't going to work out. Now Winkle looking for 2nd, who has definitely had a bit of a rough season altogether. Trying to look for 2nd in that Altel 4, doing what he can. And Completing lap number 1 will be Seth Cole in the 24. We're dodging a bullet today and having opening wrecks there at Pocono. That's a good sign right there. Seth now trying to run away as they're keeping on battling for second. And that's where that outside line is going to really brigade off turn 1 here. You see Sanders get a great run coming off that turn. That shows you how these drivers know how to handle this course very, very well. Deaver now trying to work on third on Winkle. Oh, I hear a spin in the back, and yep, caution is out for the first time today here at Pocono. Yeah, pace car lights are on and away. Looks like something happened in the rear of the field there. Seth will lead the field down. And let's see who it is. It's DJ Curtis, what it looks like. Rob Evans in the 10. DJ's got a lot of front-end damage there in that Oakwood Home Chevrolet. That's a driver that's doing really well in the points, and even a little bit of right-side damage, too, in the Oakwood Home Chevrolet. Tough break for DJ Curtis, and early exit for him. He's out of the race. Ooh, that's not good for him at all. So now for DJ, eyes will be definitely still on that 5 car of Kyle Matthews. You can see his poor qualifying effort really did not help him out one bit, and especially now he's 37th here on the course. That really isn't going to help out. Seth Cole out in front. Let's go take a look. We're by ourselves our first caution day. You can see the skid marks on by. Ooh, it did not look good at all. Well, you can see this was at the rear of the field, ironic enough, so thankfully it wasn't anywhere closer up, and DJ just kind of crowds Rob Evans, and wow, hard lick off turn 2 there by the 33 of Curtis and the 10 of Evans. And then you see DJ continually going to slide down and heading over to the inside wall there. And not really anything going on right there. Just, small driving in there, and DJ lightly hitting that wall. Evans the same for him on the rear. So I think Evans should be fine. DJ, you already know, is out of the race. That's a tough blow. It's a driver top 10 in the points. He's out of it. Caution's out. Let's take it back to the green. Welcome back, guys. You've not missed much. DJ Curtis, the only driver out of the race. 4 cars came down pit road other than Rob Evans, and that would include Jesse Turner, Austin the Plant, Charles Sanford, and RJ Bishop, pitting in their respective positions they were in earlier. So they'll be in the rear of the field with fresh rubber and a little bit of gas, so should be interesting to see what will be in plan and store all together. Top 10 rundown, we go back to Green Flag Racing. Be Seth Cole, Lane Sanders, Zach Winkle, Cole Deaver, Quentin Moore, Sky Common, Zachary Fitzwater, Anthony Lopez, William Brock, Chris Dollarton. That's your top 10. Top 20 is Vince Freeze, JT Bryant, James Ellison, Jonathan Zorlin, Keith Batson, Igor Barreto, Levi McIntyre, Zach Flickinger, Jessica Shelton, and Nick Breeding. Go through the top 30. It's Mitchell Collins, Derek Hamill, James Qualls, Dylan Young, Michael Norman, Christian Vargas, Johnny Gardner, Jay Jefferson, Zach Rogers, and Eric Monaco. Is a problem for Phil Parker in the 44. Right before we go to green, he's heading down pit road, and that's not good for another driver. Top 5 in the points as Green Flag's back underway. And I was going to mention, too, DJ Curtis was 5th in the points. Parker, 4th in the points. So Winkle going to try to look to the inside for 2nd, and the move's going to backfire. That's going to help Lane Sanders into 8. Do what he needs to do to run away from this mess. And the infamous trouble turn 2. Ooh, Dollarton about rubbing doors with Brock, and I heard some scraping. Are we under yellow? Yes, it is. Already a caution right back off the bat. And Seth Cole's got to be enjoying those yellow flags there. They have been his best friend today. And yellow is out again. Charles Sanford riding the wall there off turn 3. And issues for Johnny Gardner in the 15. He looks like he's the only driver. I think this may be another incident just with a couple cars in the rear of the field. This time only Gardner. Parker got extremely lucky with that caution. That was a lucky break for the Georgia Pacific Dodge. And I guarantee you if there's other cars that are going to come down pit road, he'll probably take full advantage right there because you could see he's catching up to the rear of the field. So before we look at what happened to bring ourselves our second caution, we're just going to see if we can find where the skid marks are exactly, because I think I'll explain it. Oh, kind of look like the same spot right there. Interesting. So we'll take a look at ourselves our second caution right now. Well, turn 2, definitely not being a fan favorite there. Johnny Gardner sliding up into Zach Rogers. So Gardner's trying to turn left, not really the case. Crowds the 40 to the wall. And then Gardner's going to slide right there in front of traffic. Nice job by Eric Monaco and Stephen Colon to dodge a bullet because Kyle Matthews was right there in the mix. And if Colon had gotten involved, Kyle Matthews would have easily gotten involved right there. Then you're going to see Gardner take a shot on the right side right there in that Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. So it's been a lot of drivers in the rear of the field that are having trouble with the grip, and that's a big yikes there. So caution's out. Let's take a look and see if we're going to see if they did pit stops under the yellow with most of the leaders, and if not, we'll take it back to green. Well, pace cars giving us one lap to go. No one out of the race. A good chunk of drivers came down pit road, and that included from drivers that were below Vince Freeze, and that included Jonathan, Vince Freeze did come down pit road. What am I saying? Cole Deaver did as well. Actually, so 27 on down, all came down pit road. So it was Deaver, McIntyre, Freeze, all the way down to where Stephen Colon is. Gardner extends down pit road again. No one out of the race. But top 10 rundown, back to Green Flag Racing, will be Seth Cole, Lane Sanders, Zach Winkle, Sky Comets, Quentin Moore, Anthony Lopez, Zachary Fitzwater, William Brock, Chris Dollarton, and JT Bryant that completes your top 10. Third of the way complete. Cautions have been breeding out, and it's been very minor incidents, so Seth Cole's got to be enjoying that as the leader as Green Flag is back underway here at Pocono. And Seth has got to be thinking, he's been having these great restarts. That's been helping him out trying to run away from Lane Sanders in the 8, who's looking for his first career win in the NNSCRA Spectrum Cup Series in that Budweiser Chevrolet. And it's funny about Lane, he started off in the season not really doing too well. And then right around near the halfway point, he picked it up a pace. Got himself into a very good, consistent run. And now is up in the top 15 in the points. All right, we survived turn 2. And, Sanders sliding up the course a little bit. Winkle being aggressive for second place. Winkle better hurry up and make that move because, when they enter turn 1, that's going to be Sanders' preferred choice there. Oh, it don't look good for Winkle. This is where Lane Sanders is going to get that extreme killer run there. And there goes the 8. He's going to take off right there. Runs away. Look at Sky Commons in the 97. Wow, look at the aggressive run. Takes 4th place. Now looking for a crossover on 3rd. What a move by the Sharpie Ford. Had to check up a bit right there without getting turned. Quentin Moore looking for a season best right there in 4th place. Looking for 4th on Sky Commons. Now Lane back in his groove. Following the tire tracks of the DuPont Chevrolet. If you were going to go in that inside line, you may as well do it on turn 2. And look, he's all over he's catching up that back bumper of that DuPont Chevrolet. Lane being very smart. You definitely don't want to be in that inside line in 1, so you just kind of want to tuck in line right there. Moves the 24 up the course a little bit. Here comes the Budweiser Chevrolet. An interesting time to do so. Winkle really not helping out the 8. And tuck it back in line. Oh, Seth didn't take turn 2 well at all. Oh, Lopez! Yikes. A little bit of a close call there. Now the top 3 literally nose to tail. Winkle messed up that corner right there, as too did Lane Sanders. Now Winkle looking for second. This actually may help the 8 car trying to pass the 24. Or not. Sky Comets following Lane Sanders on that outside line. Battle for third between Comets and Winkle. And Comets will take third. Nice big brain move by the 97 car. He's got a really strong car in that Sharpie Ford. Sanders has a good car in the 8, but the 97, man, I don't know what they got in that Sharpie Ford to make him so strong today, but he's flying. He's passing cars left and right. Now he's hanging around the left rear quarter panel there. Tucks back in line, and this is where, where you're lane, you got to be really, really smart. You can't be on the inside line in 1. You could make it work in 3, but you got to really make your entry count. Turn 2 is the only time you really want to be on that inside line. Other than that, you want to be on that outside. He knows it for a fact. You can see in the exit of 1, he's trying again to make a pass in the 24. But he's not doing it. Now he's going to tuck back in line, trying to get himself back in position. See if he can make a dive here in 2. But see, he lost that momentum right as that happened going into the Long Pond straight, or heading into that Long Pond straightaway there. So see, this is a very tricky course because you got to know your marks when to do it. Seth is enjoying that lead. He is having a Sunday drive out here in the lead, and he's got to be really happy with the result he's having. See some new contenders in that top 10. You're seeing JT Bryan, who's not been having a good season there, now in there. Chris Dollarton's now making an appearance. James Ellison, that 0-1, starting to loom in, that 0-1. We'll look at that in a second. As Comets try to look for second, that's going to help Lane get some big-time momentum right there. You can tell he's not getting enough draft trying to get up to that 24's rear bumper to battle for the lead, but this is where it's going to really help him out. But man, these drivers are now starting to eat the tires up there. See if we can find Ellison. There he is. He was in the top 10. Now Igor Barretto's starting to make that appearance known in that 22. Now taking 11 from James Ellison. Chris Dollarton working on William Brock. That's for 8th, it looks like. But you can see mid-pack, these are where the drivers really start to battle out. You can see Diego Yepes in the 93, which, I'll tell you what, despite what's happened to Kyle Matthews, he's got to be feeling a little positive that's not been really much of a crapshoot today for him there. Right now, P20, which really isn't a whole lot good, but a whole lot bad. So, not bad for the Amoco Ultimate Dodge. How about Philip Harker? He had to come down pit road right before that second caution came out. And, I mean, he got extremely lucky with the situation that he was in. Right now, P26. So he's been working his way through some of the cars. Trying to work next on Levi McIntyre and Jesse Turner. Oh, some drivers are coming down pit road. Oh, and it's the drivers who hadn't come down pit road yet altogether. JT Bryant led a brigade down, along with Chris Dollarton, Zach Flickinger, third in the points. James Qualls, Dylan Young, Jessica Schell, and Derek Hamill, Christian Vargas, and Michael Norman, as well as Diego Yepes. Crown Jr. apparently went down pit road earlier on. He's all the way in the rear of the field. The last thing he needs is a yellow. Actually, kind of does need a yellow. What am I saying? Look at Commons. Aggressive dive for second place. You must have heard what I said about being the inside line at turn 2. Commons. Oh, so there's a wreck I just heard in turn 2. Look at Lane fighting back in turn 3 as Seth's coming down pit road. Sky Commons. Caution's out for the second, or for the fourth time today as Lane Sanders is out in front. Seth came down pit road under the yellow when it came out. Same for Sky Commons. Oh, that's a big brake movement. Charles Sanford did as well, but he's got damage in the 55, and that car's mangled. Wow, I don't know what Commons and Seth were thinking. That was a very poor move. Jonathan Zoller coming down pit road. JT Bryant. Oh, man. Keith Batson with some left side damage in the 88. That left side's just beaten up there. And Crown Jr. got put a lap down. That is a tough blow for the McDonald's Ford. But Lane Sanders out in front. He did lead a lap. He's going to probably lead another one when we get to the line. But I know for a fact he's going to come down pit road as well as the drivers who had not come down pit road yet. But I think one driver that's going to get really lucky after all this is probably going to be Phil Parker. So I'm not too sure exactly what will happen. We will stick with Lane Sanders in the 8. But this is going to be one of those very weird cautions that has came by. Looks like Parker's going to pit with the rest of the pack there, which I'm actually very surprised. Some of these guys have came down pit road before. Some of these guys have not come down pit road before. Actually, I think Seth Cole may be the leader after all this. I am not too entirely sure. But I have a feeling that's what it will be, because knowing how Pocono is, you know, I'm not too sure if the NNSCRA officials are going to allow Seth Cole being the leader. Same with Sky Commons because of the whole situation that was in. Crown Jr.'s a lap down, out and away, not going to be the leader. Lane Sanders, first one off. Beating out Zachary Fitzwater there. Well, if everything looks official, the way how it looks, again, Seth Cole would be the leader and Sky Commons would be second. However, if you notice, they came down pit road under the yellow when the lights came off. So they already had a commitment, though. So that's kind of a weird situation that they're in. Caution's out. Let's take a look once again to see what happened. Turn 2 taking some more victims here. And you know, it's funny, these wrecks have been small. They haven't been as major as I thought, but Cole Deaver's going to go into RJ Bishop, going into Jonathan Zerlin and Keith Batson. Sends the 88 up into the outside wall there. RJ Bishop squeezing him in. Jonathan Zerlin going around. Now, the 7 and go around, that actually could have avoided being a yellow. There's Charles Sanford, and that was Daniel Bouchard there. I was looking to see what was through the smoke there. Getting involved also as well. So there will definitely be a couple more stragglers behind right there when we go back to green flag racing with less than 10 to go. So had a bit of a green flag run, but of course the yellows have not been playing kind there. Charles Sanford, him and Daniel Bouchard have been sliding around like crazy. Remember, these guys are going to be S3 teammates next season. So for Universal Orlando Cup, or no, I'm sorry, not Orlando Cup, Outback Xfinity, excuse me. There's Johnny Gardner also in that mess out there too. Well, I'll tell you who got extremely lucky out of all that there. If it wasn't for JT Bryant, it would be none other than car 24 and car 97. You see the yellow lights are off, and these two came down pit road, so they look like they're going to be the leaders. Caution's out. Take it back to the green. Well, it is indeed the case. Seth Cole, Sky Commons, they're going to keep their spots. No idea what the NNSCRA officials are thinking, but I'm not the one to be the judge here. Charles Sanford out of the race. Jonathan Zerlin out. And, Roberto Crown Jr. had ran out of gas. I guess he had a problem with the fuel cell. And he is out of it. Tough blow for Crown Jr. Not what he need altogether. Seth Cole out in front. Sky Commons is second, like as mentioned. JT Bryant third. Christian Vargas fourth. Derek Hamill fifth. Michael Norman sixth. Zach Flickinger seventh. James Qualls eighth. Ninth, Dylan Young. Completing the top 10 is Diego Yepes. Lane Sanders, he'll be restarting 13th as Chris Dollarton, Jessica Shelton, and Diego Yepes, they all, came down pit road earlier on, and that's where they're at right now. Green flag back underway for Seth Cole in the 24. Slow start altogether, and it's a little bit of a jam up here for some drivers. Bryant trying to be aggressive. Did not work out there in turn 1. That's where you don't want to be aggressive, is turn 1. Be aggressive after turn 1. Oh, James Qualls about got rubbed indoors there with Dylan Young in the 92. And for some fair reason, Michael Norman has not been going. Oh! Contact. And Norman the 21, I don't know what's up with him, but that car is just slow. They're going to let Seth Cole and Sky Comets keep going. No black flags altogether. What a very weird circumstance nonetheless there in the NNSCRA Spectrum Cup Series. Bryant again trying to look for second. Not going to work. Sky Comet's going to get that outside run. How about Christian Vargas in the 43 after everything that's happened to him this season? Up into P4. Now looking for P3. Solid day in the Cheers Dodge. Derek Hamill, though, he's up there in the points. Looking to the inside and still battling that 43 there for fourth. Went bouncing off the wall there. No idea who that was. Dollarton and Winkle have been losing some spots. Young and Flickinger and Qualls all battling with Zach Flickinger. So as Jessica Shelton. Now Seth Cole continuing to lead with 5 laps to go now. Bryant again looking underneath Comets for second. And then he'll help Christian Vargas take third away. Nice move by Vargas, taking full advantage there. And now Hamill. Been the car on the move lately. Looking underneath Bryant for fourth. Been aggressive at the wrong time. Ooh, he's going to send Bryant around. And oh no, that's a worse place to do it. Right back up the course, and Bryant is stuck, and Lopez up and over. That's going to end the race. Norman with an issue. He's coming down pit road, but Seth Cole off turn 3 is going to see the yellow flag in hand, and that will end the race. All together in a chaotic crash coming by here at Pocono. Eric Monaco with damage. James Ellison, we saw him go around. Oh, cars littered on pit road. Lopez, Bryant, Deaver, LaPlante coming down once again. Man, he's had a nightmare season as Austin LaPlante. He's out of the race. And that will for sure end the race as we're at 4 laps to go now. Seth Cole got to be happy with that. Cautions were coming to his favor. Will probably take the win. What a horrible crash that came on by here at Pocono. Caution's out. Let's go take a look. Will definitely be our final caution altogether here at the Tricky Triangle. Well, we have to start the entrance of turn 2 for obvious reasons. And you see Derek Hamill just got a good run coming in on JT Bryant. I mean, just too much of a good run. I mean, Vargas had the same thing too, but he just let off at the right time. And Vargas is going to end away P3, so he got the lucky break of them all. But you see Derek Hamill, JT Bryant. Wow, Dylan Young, kind of a small assist right there on the 36. And man, this wreck was just bad. They hit that part of the wall right there. That's a big yikes. And the worst part is this wall right here. Both are going to hit that wall badly. JT Bryant actually got stuck. Hamill just shot up the course. James Ellison and Anthony Lopez nowhere to go. Watch Lopez. He takes a wild ride. You see James Ellison also getting involved with Nick Breeding in the 1. And I mean, the Jasper Ford's going to go for probably one of the craziest rides I've seen in Pocono on this channel. And I mean, just that car's flipping, bouncing around. And just, I mean, wild ride there. And remember, he won just a couple races ago, too. And ever since then, he's been involved in some really horrific wrecks right there. You see James Ellison, the 0-1 going around. Austin LaPlante in the 28 get involved. Cars are scattering there. I think Stephen Colon may have used the brakes. JT Bryant immediately on pit road after everything. Same with Derek Hamill. Just see with Stephen Colon if he managed to avoid it. I don't think he did, but... Oh, he was stuck behind the 66 when this all happened, and... Man, those cars just shot up the track quickly there when it happened, and that was a yikes. Oh, McIntyre ran into Kyle Matthews there in the 5 and actually gave him a shot to get ahead of a few drivers there. I mean, Kyle still didn't really have a good finish, but... Ooh, Vince Freeze about ran over RJ Bishop there in the 32. They're also trying to check up from the 28 there of LaPlante, so... Well, what a crazy circumstance nonetheless. Caution's out for the final time today. Let's just take you to the finish. Well, folks, we're on the white flag lap. There you see Seth Cole out in front. Sky Commons at P2. I guarantee you Seth's got to be really happy with everything that went on by Sky Commons. The same for him as well. Both had really good cars, but man, those cautions really helped the 24 ever so much there. And, Seth's really had a weird season. It hasn't been well for him and been involved in quite a few bit of wrecks, and that's going to change today. It's coming off of turn 3, off the tricky triangle. Seth Cole coming down the front straight. With the yellow lights also coming in hand, the checker flag down and below. Seth Cole will be a winner this season here at the tricky triangle in a crazy race altogether. So congrats to Seth Cole on winning here at Pocono. Again, a crazy race. Let's just get you to your full finishing results. Altogether, top 10 was Seth Cole, Sky Commons, Christian Vargas, Zach Flickinger, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, James Qualls, Diego Yepes, Lane Sanders, and Zach Winkle. And let's find some other notables there. Zachary Fitzwater, 13th there. Kyle Matthews, your points leader, will end up 20th for everything that happened. So he didn't really have a good run. He didn't have a bad run. He did gain some spots in the race, but not as many people would think, though. And a lot of the drivers that were up there, Dylan Young, 5th place there, had a good run there. That's going to help him out in that battle. Some really gained some good ground and some not so much. The biggest blows right there, though, definitely had to be DJ Curtis and Charles Sanford. That's going to really hurt them with how many races are left in the season. So they really need a good run coming into Kansas. So once again, eyes definitely will be on the 5 of Matthews. As Parker actually must have came down pit road again. He's going to finish at 30th. What a rough day for the 44 team altogether. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you liked, be sure you give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, put in the channel, hit subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NNSCRA offline racing at its best. Congrats to Seth Cole one last time here in the NNSCRA Spectrum Cup Series here at Pocono. We'll see you guys on Thursday for Kansas, the second to last race of the season. It'll be a big-time finale week going on by here. Can't wait to see you guys on here. Until then, see you guys later. Here come the points. Have fun. Good luck.